poster board. Here's your list for this. You got ovaries, fallopian tubes, fimbriae, cervix, endometrium, myometrium, uterus, vagina, labia minora, majora, clitoris, pons, pubis. So here we go on this. There's the ovary. I love the fimbriae. Somebody draws it the way it's supposed to be. These are the finger-like projections coming off of the infundibulum, the fallopian tube, fimbriae. There is the fallopian tube. That is the uterus. The muscle layer here, myometrium. The inside lining, endometrium. The tip of the uterus, as it dips into the vagina, that is the cervix. That's what they scrape when they do an exam. That muscular tube, the vagina. The external genitalia, collectively known as the vulva, that is the labia majora, labia minora. Follow them anteriorly. That organ there is the clitoris, and that fat pad there is the mons pubis. We tend to use this for the external genitalia because on the models we really can't, on the specimen we really can't see the external genitalia too well. So more pictures of the same. This is just some print pictures. This specimen will be on there. Whether or not your professor uses is up to them, I do. There's the uterus, right fallopian tube, right ovary, right fimbriae, left fallopian tube, left ovary, left fimbriae. It's not cut open, so I can't show you cervix, I can't show you myometrium, I can't show you endometrium. There is the urinary bladder. There is one more thing I can show you though. Below the urinary bladder, that is the vagina. So that's that thick muscular tube that this is dipping down into, and that's the vagina. The external genitalia on the specimen is kind of cool that you can see it. There's a mirror underneath the specimen in our labs, but we don't test on that, okay? On this specimen, this also will be on there, and this one's cut open, and that's why we like to use it, because we can point to any of this. This is a labeled picture, that's one's not. But there is the uterus. That thick layer there, 37, myometrium. The pin in the back there, 38, that's endometrium. The tip of this uterus there, 35, that is the cervix. They cut the vagina open so we could see the cervix, but 36 there, vagina. Right ovary, left ovary. Right fallopian tube, left fallopian tube. Right fimbriae, left fimbriae. Now, fimbriae are supposed to be over the ovaries, and this was. But when you plastinate something, everything shrinks and pulls away. They are not physically connected. They just hover over the outside of the ovaries. What holds the ovaries in place is that broad ligament and the round ligament of the uterus, which you did way back when, before the midterm exam. So this got pulled away. They go into all this activity during ovulation, and that's what sucks the oocyte. That is released during ovulation. That's what sucks it into the fallopian tube. So that's why I made that comment about that purple poster board, how nice that was, because that's the way fimbriae are supposed to look. Where does ovulation in an ovary occur? Anywhere. Anywhere along the surface of the ovary. It could be the surface of ovulation. Whatever follicle started to develop, it stayed there and it grows. And once it's mature and ready to go, boom, you're ready to go, and boom, and then you ovulate there. That's why the fimbriae have to be way out there. So if it's on that opposite side, it can suck that oocyte. That's what you ovulate, by the way, an oocyte. Not an ovum. It's not an ovum yet. On the female cat, if you know these 5 things, you'll be okay. Right or left ovary. Right or left uterine horn. Number 3, uterine body. Number 4, coming off the uterine body, is the vagina. And way down here is the urogenital sinus. Okay, how do you do this? You have to identify the urinary bladder and the urethra. The urethra is the tube that comes out of the urinary bladder. You identify the urinary bladder and the urethra. Where the urethra joins the vagina, after that, it is called the urogenital sinus. So that's how you distinguish between vagina and urogenital sinus. Before the urethra joins, that would be called the vagina. After the urethra joins, that'll be called the urogenital sinus. Do they have a cervix? Yeah, that's that kind of, you can kind of see it swollen on this particular cat right there. That is the tip of the uterus inside the vagina. That's what it looks like. Does anybody ask that on your test? No, they won't. And I know they won't because it's not on the card anywhere. Nobody's going to ask you that. They're too small. We feel like if you know cervix on the human, you'll know it on the cat. What's the difference, right? So we test you on the human for that one. That's it. If you know those 5 things, you'll be set for your female cat. Then we got this.